Welcome. Okay. Adding and subtracting numbers in scientific notation. It's actually pretty simple. There's a process that other people want you to do, but I'm going to say no to that. And this is the process that I really, really want you to do. So there's a couple of steps here. We're just adding and subtracting, so it's pretty simple, right? First is you want to convert the scientific notation number into standard numbers, so just regular numbers, right? So not times 10 to some power, just make it a regular number. Number two, then perform the operation, then add or subtract the numbers, right? You're going to have calculators. Use the calculator to do the work for you. And then number three, convert the general number, that regular number, back into scientific notation. So I don't want you to add or subtract in scientific notation. I want you to take the scientific notation, take it out of scientific notation, add them or subtract them, and then put them back. Really, really simple. So two examples for you here. First one is 7.4 times 10 to the second power plus 2.735 times 10 to the sixth power. Now, you might see these things in parentheses, which I prefer to look at them as because it's a little easier to break up what you're actually doing. But you may see them also without the parentheses, so don't freak out. It means the same exact thing. So for this one, for example 1, I'm going to take this 7.4 times 10 to the second power. I'm taking it out of scientific notation. So I know by that 2 exponent that I have to move this decimal place twice to the right. So this is going to end up being 740. All right, so 1, 2, plus 2.735 times 10 to the sixth. I know I'm going to have to move this decimal place over 6 times. So 2735. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I need another one. Okay, so this is also a really big number. It's 2,735,000. I'm going to simply add those two numbers together. Right? So use a calculator or not. You don't even have to here because that actually fits right there. Really, really big caution tale. Make sure if you're not using a calculator, you are adding up your numbers and putting them in the decimal places needed. So for instance, for this one, if you're not using a calculator and you're adding it up regular, make sure when you add down, you are putting things in the right place, right? The right placeholder. This is correct. Don't put 740 up here because that's clearly not right. This number up top is way, way bigger than that one, okay? When I add these together, I get 2,735,740. Now, that's my answer, but it's not in scientific notation. I've got to put it back into scientific notation. So, imaginary decimal places over here. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So this is 2.73574. And yes, I've got to write all of those significant digits. I'm not writing that 0 because it doesn't matter. All of the actual numbers besides 0 I must write here because that's clearly more accurate. And this is going to be times 10, and we said to the sixth power. So that's my answer. My answer is 2.734574 times 10 to the sixth. Done. Okay, let's do another example. And yes, I'm writing with a maroon type pen because I'm wearing a maroon type shirt and maroon type pen. Example 2. What is example 2? Let's do subtraction 1. It's the same thing. 2 times 10 to the third power minus 1.9 times 10 to the second power. Okay. I'm going to take them out of scientific notation. I'm going to subtract them, and then we'll put it back in. Real simple. So 2 times 10 to the third. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that number's 2,000. Minus 1.9 times 10 to the second. This is 190. So now I'm just going to simply subtract them. Make sure you add up everything nicely, right? And I'm going to get here 1810. Now 1,810. I have to put this back into scientific notation. So the imaginary decimal place is here. Hopefully you can see that. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 1.81 times 10 to the third power. Done. Not too bad, right? So those are my two examples. Adding and subtracting, it doesn't matter. Use the calculator to get your right answer. I obviously didn't have a calculator here, so I had to line up my things right. But calculator will make your life simple. Now, for the fever form, I believe that there are 3 questions on there for you. So here are the answers to the 3 questions. Please, 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 don't just take these answers down. I need to see your work for that packet that you're going to hand me towards the end of the week. So here are the answers. For number 1 on the fever form, my answer is 4.30 0.014 times 10 to the 5th. Number 2 is 8.56 times 10 to the 7th. And number 3 is negative 3.286 times 10 to the 4th. If you think that I did something wrong here because you had something different, shoot me an email, shoot me a text on Remind 101, or ask me on Edmodo. The text thing on Remind 101 is awesome. A student yesterday had a question. I was able to get back to that student really, really quick, like instant. Like basically, it's like that kid had my phone number, but they don't because that'd be weird. So here are your answers. Check your work before you wreck your work. See, not even that bad. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Do this. Adding and subtracting, really, really easy. We're going to work on this a little bit, probably today in class, right? So, bye. Bye. Under 6 minutes. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay.